A former federal prosecutor telling the I-Team tonight the number of high-profile cartel targets sent to the United States from Mexico this year is unprecedented. A process that usually takes years, now only taking months. One, he said, is aimed at crippling cartel influence in both countries. First held behind high concrete walls, barred and barricaded with heavily armed guards, 26 of the most wanted suspected members of criminal organizations, most of them Mexican drug cartels, shuffle onto a waiting plane to take them over the border to the United States. A dramatic shift from the norm.
Particularly international narcotics work. It is very typical that you'll charge people with the expectation that you'll never actually be able to see that person have their day in court. But this is, again, an unusual situation.
In this video produced by the Mexican government, you can see the show of force. High-profile prisoners boarding flights bound for San Diego, Phoenix, Arizona, Washington, D.C., and New York in what's known as Con Air. Former federal prosecutor Chris Hotaling says an extradition of this many wanted suspected cartel members by the Mexican government to the U.S. is unprecedented.
Prior to this year, I can't remember the last time that there was a bulk number of wanted individuals that the Mexican government agreed to extradite.
U.S. authorities say 25 of this latest group face possible life in prison after the Justice Department agreed to take the death penalty off the table to facilitate the extradition. This is the second major transfer of suspected cartel criminals in just a few months, a process Hotaling says historically would take years, but now
is moving much, much quicker. And again, bringing some very, very high value targets.
Included in the latest transfer, Jose Hernandez, charged in Illinois' Northern District in Chicago with conspiracy to traffic and intent to distribute cocaine in the city, Arlington Heights, Morris, and Plainfield.
The penalties can go up to life. There are mandatory minimums of at least 10 years.
With many Mexican cartels now designated by the U.S. as foreign terrorist organizations, Hotaling says the message is clear.
The U.S. government and this Department of Justice is going to be coming for you and coming for you hard.
Now, Hotaling says even though these dozens of high-profile targets are now in U.S. custody, it still may be a week or two until they arrive in the cities in which they are charged. Con Air taking time.
Interesting, but like you said, sending a very strong message with all of this.
Absolutely. I mean, unprecedented to have this many prisoners transferred to the U.S. custody, extradited to the U.S. to face U.S. charges when they're already in custody in Mexico.
And all documented by the Mexican government.
Yes, you saw that there.
Interesting. All right, Mark and the I-Team, thank you so much.